Hey, yo, what's going on, you guys? Your boy Pony Montana, and in this video, we're going to be going over the Howie Long, aka Caveman glitch in Madden 23. Now, before I get into it, if you guys are new to the channel, do not forget to hit that subscribe button, like the video, and comment anything down below. Doesn't matter what it is. Comment FTA because it's for the algorithm and it helps push these videos to more and more people. And we have been growing like crazy, and I cannot thank y'all enough for the support on my videos. So again, comment anything, whether you guys are struggling with anything in Madden, it'll help. It helps the channel grow. So let's get right into it, man. The Howie Long Caveman, aka Selfless glitch. Now, for those of you guys who don't know, Selfless is an X factor that Howie Long gets immediately as the game starts. And why is this important, and why is this as glitchy as it can possibly be? Because you can start your defense with pretty much universal coverage or unstoppable force, where it's going to get really easy sheds. But if you're smart, you're going to make sure that you got your universal coverage going crazy. So right now we're going to go ahead and activate Rod Woodson, and we're going to activate Ty Law, because those are the two that we have on our team. So the way that you want to do this is, I'm going to bring up a diagram to showcase where you want to put certain players. And the way that you want to do this is you want to make sure that whoever it is on a is in a position that also works for the offense and the defense. So right now we're going to put Ty Law in our cornerback 3 position. As you can see, there's a cornerback 3 on both sides. And we're going to put Rod Woodson here in our safety number 2. So strong safety number 2, we're going to go ahead and put Rod Woodson there. Okay? So that's what I'm doing now. You don't really need to see that on the actual screen. You can just keep on looking at that little diagram so you guys can see exactly where you guys might want to put certain people. Now, the reason why this is such an important thing, or why it's very, let's say, glitchy thing to deal with, is because if you guys have universal coverage active pretty much for a majority of the game, what does that do for your defense? For those of you guys who don't know, universal coverage on defense is essentially having inside shade and every single knockout ability in the game. So you got medium route KO, deep route KO, short route KO, inside shade, outside shade, mid zone, deep out zone, and deep in zone. You will get knockouts on every single thing that you could potentially, that you could potentially have. So what universal coverage is, and the description is, improved coverage and catch knockouts in man and zone, which means you get all those abilities essentially for 10 AP. Now, EA did patch this. They just raised the AP of Howie Long. It was 7 AP, which means you could put 5 AP everywhere around else on, except for the 2 universal players. You could put the AP on other players. You had 5 AP to spare. Now you only have 2. But with the discounted abilities that happen in Madden 23, some people still feel like this is something that you guys can utilize and, keep going with, because it's very glitchy. It honestly is. And one of the main reasons why it's as glitchy is because it also works for your offense. So if I bring up this diagram back up, as you can see, you got the tight end 2, you got the fullback 2, you got the kick return 1, kick return 2. Those are all offensive positions that end up being on the offensive side of the ball as well. So for the defensive side, if you guys are kicking off for the defense, you're going to want to put your X factor in your wide receiver 5 spot. You want to put your running back that you probably should have like Freight Train or something like that on, because that's essentially what you're doing. You're essentially starting the game with Freight Train and Double Me on your tight ends and things like that. So the ones that are going to have it regardless is you're going to make sure that you have it on your wide receiver 5 if you have, your wide receiver with like Double Me. So right now we have Randy Moss here that I have activated with Yak 'em Up. So we're going to go ahead and put him at the number 5 receiver spot. So let's go ahead and put Randy Moss there. And he's still activated. So we put him there. We've got our tight end number 2 here. And no, you guys don't really need to see me actually putting him there. We got our tight end number 2 here because he's on the field on both sides. And then we have our fullback. I actually have Barry Sanders at fullback number 2. But I should put him at fullback number 1 because your fullback number 1 plays on both. So that's exactly what we're going to do. I'm going to swap out Barry Sanders and I'm going to put him at fullback number 1. And as the game starts, all these guys will end up being activated. So let's go ahead and put Barry Sanders here. And everybody's active right now. So we're going to go ahead and hop into a challenge, a solo challenge. And all of our guys should end up beginning the game active. So right now, I'm just going to hop into this all Madden thing real quick. I already had this one done. I'm just going to find one that says win a game, score a touchdown, and win a game. Perfect. So we're going to hop into the solo challenge. Hopefully we're kicking off. Because if we're kicking off, you're going to see that our guys end up being activated at the start of the game. So we're not kicking off, unfortunately, but it is on easy, so I should be able to throw this for a quick touchdown here. Cover 3, tight end, Tony G, perfect. It's exactly what we needed right here. So now, with this being the case, we're going to kick our field goal, and then we're going to go ahead and kick off. And then our 2 cornerbacks are Rod Woodson and Ty Law. Those are you have to remember the 2 guys that you activated your X factors on, and you motion to a different position, because those are going to be the 2 guys that are going to end up being active with your X factor. So we're going to go ahead and kick off, and as you can see, 26 is now lit up. Anybody that is on the field with Howie Long right now is now lit up. So Rod Woodson is lit up over here, and I believe somebody over there is lit up too. That might be Ty Law. I could be wrong though. So let's go ahead and put those guys in the game now. So we got Ty Law here, and we're gonna put Rod Woodson here because these 2 guys should be activated. Now look at these guys. Oh, this isn't Ty Law, is it? Nope, that's Mike Haynes. So Ty Law is activated on that right side, and he'll stay active until you meet the requirements of knocking him out of his X factor. So because I substituted Woodson over there, it changed him. So let's go ahead and put him in. Now we've got both of our guys activated without doing anything. So now we have 2 guys with universal coverage, which again, it's literally every single ability. It's inside shade, it's medium route, short route, deep route, mid zone KO, deep in zone KO, flat zone KO. It's every single KO that's in the game pretty much. And it's crazy. It's a crazy ability setup that you guys can have. Now, unfortunately, I don't know how to simulate them kicking the ball off to me to activate the X factors. But this is essentially going to be something that's going to help you guys out tremendously. So again, we're going to go ahead. You know what? I'm going to run back for, actually, you know what? This actually should work. Because they should have been on the field with me. Randy Moss should be activated. Darren Waller should be activated. And Barry Sanders should all be activated. Okay, so because we didn't receive a kickoff, those guys aren't activated. But Barry Sanders hasn't played it down yet, and he's activated with Freight Train. So again, this is essentially what is going on here. And with Freight Train, you're going to end up breaking a bunch of tackles. It's going to be very, very hard to bring you down, especially if you're like, if you designed a crazy scheme and you're facing like the dollar meta and stuff like that. This is going to help out offenses a lot, simply because you should never be stopped when this is going to be the case. This is the Howie Long caveman glitch. If you guys think it's worth it, then by all means test this out for yourself. There's a bunch of different ways to do it, to align your lineup to make sure that you get the best use out of it. But of course, this is how I'm currently doing it. or testing it out. At least I'm not running this currently, but I feel like it is somewhat worth it to have every single ability on 2 separate players for 5 AP a piece, essentially, especially with the discounted abilities. My name is Tony Montana. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you guys in the next one, man. If you guys have any questions about this, please leave it down in the comment section below, and I'll get back to you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one, man. As always, 2 fingers, deuces, and peace out, you guys.